新選組一番隊隊長、
Someone threatens the wild.
沖田総司推算。
The goddess
あなたが
calls.
私のマスターですか？
Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it.
ホイボスカタストロフェ、キレンツシャカーニ。
So be it. Immediately. By Elun. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
クラレントブラストー
As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. So be it. Okalandor. Ashrathor. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. So be it. Immediately.
ホイボスカタストロフェ、
I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun.
Sentinels attack.
So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun.
キレンツシャカーニ。
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman. By Elun.
Our
So
forces
be
are
it.
under attack.
I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately.
あぐりを詰めたものぜ あぐりを詰めたもの
撃ち落とすバルムックうなでゲイジャルゲ
The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman, as the goddess wills. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
Dragon Buster!
キレンズサカーニ
The goddess calls. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
キレンズサカーニ
So be it. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. Someone
あぐりを詰めたものぜ
So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun.
えぐる
As
ド
the
ラゴン
goddess
バスタ
wills.
ー
By Elun. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. By
クラレンドブラスト
うなでゲイジャルゲ撃ち落とすバルムック
あぐりを詰めたものぜ泉の神の谷真理確かに
ドラゴンバスター
「
The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. So be it. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
無用
Goddess.
無用あぐらづけ
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately.
追いボスカタストロペ
The goddess calls. By Elun.
いつもの神の神秘確かに
Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the
ドラゴ
goddess
ンバス
wills.
ター
By Elun. So be it.
撃ち落とすアダバナの心意
So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By
追い
Elun.
ボスカタストロペ
As the goddess wills. So be it. By
キレン
Elun.
ツサカーニ
By Elun. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By
追
Elun.
いボスカタストロペぶっ飛
The goddess calls. So goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately, as the goddess wills. By Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman, as the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Adabanaの心意気。
as the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately, the goddess calls. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it, as the goddess wills. By Elune.
黙れ。これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣。
So be it.
うるせえ。無用。
By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. So be it.
クラレントブラストア
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. So be it.
うるせえ。ぶっ飛ばす。
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
撃ち落とすバルムッ
As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately.
運がこちらに。いや、違う。俺は実力でそちらに勝利した。気を落とすな。
Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild.
追いボスカタストロフェ。進行羽化の鏡なり。
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
撃ち落とすなで
クラレントブラストアー
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
アグリを詰めた。アグリ。
なで撃ち落とすバルムッ
追いボスカタストロフェ。黙れ。これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣。うるせえ。ぶっ飛ばす。
えぐるドラゴンバ
追いボス
スター
カタストロフェ。
邪悪なる竜は失墜し世界は今落葉に至る撃ち落とすバルムックえぐるケイジャーク 撃ち落とすバルムック
追いボスカタストロフェ。
エヌマエリシアダバナの心意気なで
を詰めたものぜ。
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess
うる
wills.
せえ
By Elune.
ポイボスカタストロフ
So be
Nuclear
it.
launch detected.
By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it.
キレッツサカーニ
As the goddess wills. So be it. By
先
Elune.
人ことの善
撃ち落とすバルムック
ポイボスカタストロフ
The goddess wills. As the goddess wills.
本当だ君あなたこれ自在にしてみせるなお卵の無用巨大的神なり
うなで
So be it.
えぐる
So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Someone in the wild. I heed the voice. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
うなでドラゴンバスターうなで
ポイボスカタストロフ
アダバナの心意気
So be it. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. By Elune.
無用そんな時
I heed the
撃
voice.
ち落とすバルムック
無用そんな時無用無用
えぐる
By Elune.
ゲイブ
Someone threatens the wild. So be it. As the goddess wills.
無用そんな時出雲の神は神秘たち
As the goddess wills.
無用そんな時
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. By Elune.
うなでうなで
黙れこれこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣
As the goddess wills.
Nuclear launch detected.
えぐる撃ち落とすバルムッ
By Elune.
無用そんな時
目覚めろいざ仰ぐエブマイニスロ
As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills.
えぐる
By
ゲイザルク
So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. The goddess calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
無用そんな時
The goddess wills. The goddess calls.
ポイボスカタストロフ無用そんな時
I heed the voice. So be it. I am immediately.
無用無用あぐりを詰めたもの
As the goddess wills.
無用そんな時
The goddess calls. Ashrathoram.
無用無用そんな時
The goddess calls. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. So be it. By Elun.
黙れこれこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣
追し
カタスト
世
ロフェ
界は今落葉に至る撃ち落とすバルムック
ライドリーエルデーメ3が水球がこれ時代にしてみせるなお生もの進歩を鏡なり
えぐるえぐる
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild.
この一撃、手向けとして受け取るがいい。
The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
無用そんな時無用そんな時
最強の武器
I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. The goddess wills.
ゲイブ
So be it. Immediately.
アダバナの心意気さあ目覚めろエルマエリシュ
Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun.
泉の神と神秘たち
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
黙れこれこそは
So be it.
我が父を滅ぼす邪剣
By Elun. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
リボスカタストロフェ
邪悪の竜を失墜し世界は今落葉に至るバルムック えぐるゲイズドラゴンバスターアダバナの心意気
進行羽化の鏡なり
エヴァリオン浅野はフォース
Someone threatens the wild. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
ホイボスカタストロペ
As the goddess wills. So be it. As
泉
the
の
goddess
神
wills.
真理確かに
Immediately.
最強の武を見せてやるドラゴンバスター
うるせえ
えぐるゲイザル
アグリオスメタモロ
Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Nuclear launch
As the
detected.
goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
これこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣ぶっ飛ばす
うなで
ホイボスカタストロペアグリオスメタモローゼホイボスカタストロペ
エヌマエリシゲイボルガラ
As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoram.
えぐる N マ
By Elune. As the goddess wills.
アグリオス
By Elune. So be it. As the goddess
キレンツサカーニ
by Elune. Immediately.
最強の方を見せて
As the goddess wills. The goddess wills. Okalambro. By Elune. So be it.
無用無用無用片付け
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it.
Nuclear launch detected.
うなで
So be it.
えぐる
By Elune.
邪悪の竜は失墜し世界は今落葉に至り撃ち落とすバルムキ
我が父を滅ぼさせて
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it.
ドラゴン
大
バスター
北さん大勝利体は大丈夫ですまだまだいけますよ
Immediately. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
最強の方を見せて
The goddess calls. By Elune. So be it.
ポイボスカタストロフ
Someone to be wild. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. By Elune. So be it.
えぐるドラゴンバスター
マートリエルデンポイボスカタストロフ
By Elune. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. So be it. I heed the voice. By Elune.
キレンツサカーニ
So be it.
落とすバルムック。
私輝いてます。
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune, as the goddess wills. So be it, by Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it, immediately. So be it, by Elune.
黙れ。これこそは我が父を滅ぼし
世界は今落葉に至る。撃ち落とすバルムック。
よっそんな時
So be it,
無用
うなでゲイジャンク。
伊豆三の水天にあなたこれ自在にしてみせる無用そんな時信仰を受か鏡なり
So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately. So be
えぐる
it.
ゲイジャンク。
そんな時
The goddess calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. So be it. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the
目障りな女。
無用無用無用ハリボスカタストロフェ
ゲイジャンク。撃ち落とすバルムック。
ホイボスカタストロフェ
as the
マ
goddess
ートリエルジェイベト無用そんな時
So be it.
ホイボスカタストロフェ
Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
やっぱり私がナンバーワンね
As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune.
ドラゴンバスター。
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. By Elune.
黙れこれこそは我が父を滅ぼしなさき
The goddess calls. By Elune.
ホイボスカタストロフェ三の水天にあなたこれ自在にしてみよう
世界は今落葉に至る。撃ち落とすバルムック。
So be it.
Nuclear launch detected.
ドラゴンバスター。
沖田さん大勝利体は大丈夫です。まだまだいけますよ。